here today at Warwick University, and we're just looking at the setup that they have here. So what I'm going to do first of all is describe what they have here, which is they have two micro electrodes in here. One of them is specific to analyte of interest, the other one's what we call null, so it's essentially just measuring background. So these yellow cables are coming down to some micro electrodes, so these are essentially the holders. So for every micro electrode you need a reference electrode, so you can't see it where you are at the moment. If you just come in slightly, then you will, at the back here, I'm going to tell you it's there, I don't think you're really going to see it, but there's actually a reference back there as well. So we've got essentially sensing electrodes, null electrodes, and in the back of this setup there's actually a reference electrode. So if we come back out again now, you can see that actually you need quite a lot of hardware just to position these micro electrodes into the tissue sample. The guys have got a microscope on here, so it's really, you're in the microscope and you're doing the adjustments. There's a camera on top here, which is kind of nice because I know the screen won't show too well on the video, but actually we can see the sensors that we've brought with you. We can also see what's called a stimulus and measuring electrodes, so they're stimulating the tissue, sort of making events actually take place. So sensors are in there. There's a reference electrode in there as well. Those sensors and reference electrode come back to the amplifier. This particular make of amplifier, unfortunately the company is no longer around, but there is an equivalent now that you can find on the ZP website. So you have sensors in the holders coming to the amplifier. The reference electrode also comes to the amplifier. And now this is now connected to a analog digital converter, an ADC, which I can also put links to on the website as well. And then this particular ADC works with a software called Spike. So if I was going to summarize it, it's not complicated, it's sophisticated. It's a sophisticated setup where you have microscope, electrodes into the tissue sample. Those are connected to the amplifier. The reference electrode is also in the bath solution and connected to the amplifier. And then the output from the amplifier is going to the analog digital converter, and we're then recording that in this piece of software called Spike. And they've also got a camera on there, so at the moment we're looking at the image software. Okay, so if you've got any questions, contact us at ZP. Okay, thanks very much.